Okay, Reverend Crystal Cox, Awakener. That last one got cut off. We are on page 117. We were talking about twin flames. I'm not sure where the video cut off. Okay, soulmates, numbers. Okay, it often requires someone as close as a soulmate with the great level of love that exists between the two to be able to get deep enough to raise these buried areas to be viewed. In other words, to trigger you and trigger you and trigger you to clear belief systems. If gentler tactics do not work in releasing these areas, sometimes it is necessary for one of the soulmates to leave the other. This can be quite devastating and usually seems incredible to all concerned, as often the high level of love between the two people is apparent to all. This is often judged harshly, both by the mate being left and various friends and family. It is, however, a great act of love, often only willing to be undertaken by soulmates. If you consider the larger picture, you are then able to see the absolute necessity behind such a move. The larger picture involves the twin flame and the completion of life on earth and one's ascension. I don't know if I said this, but it's page 117. Okay, the next section is called Old Souls. These missionaries have traveled long and far in their learning separate from the twin. Now, for the old souls, the journey is completed and no further separation required. Now the two rejoin each other and will continue their learning side by side through the evolution of the higher dimensions. Star seeds are only a percentage of the old souls that incarnated on earth. All the old souls on earth are completing their last physical incarnation ever. Whew. If any planetary systems needed assistance in the future, it will be undertaken by others needing to learn. Upon completion of the exquisitely beautiful stage of ascension, this time the twin flames are reunited forever. They may now do whatever they wish, including returning home. Home can mean different places to different people because the evolution of each being is different. Wherever it is, be it a dimension, planet, galaxy, another universe, or a return to the throne of God, it is that deep place of the heart that gives you an incredible feeling of rightness and warmth within. You may have had moments in your life when the memory of this place was triggered and you felt a deep longing, sadness, or a strong desire to be somewhere you couldn't quite consciously grasp or define. You going home, brother, sister. You going home. Okay, other missionaries. Those members of the light force who are not old souls will still connect with their twin flame at their ascension. The difference with these ones is that after a while they will see the great benefit to both of them to finish the learning that can only be obtained whilst being separated. So at some point, they will probably separate again for a while until this is obtained, and then they too will join forever. This applies only to a percentage of the light force. The time involved to complete the learning may be very short. In the highest truth, of course, there is no such thing as time or separation. This period of separation of the twins would also be the general evolutionary pattern for the rest of humanity, who would still have some learning requirements that needed separation from the twin. Okay, the light force of Earth. As each light missionaire completes the requirements to ascend, with missions, tasks, and all agreements now completed, they join their twin flame, divine complement, and the two make their ascension together. They move through a process that is known as the ascension flames, which is a light energy of transformation. The Ascended Master, Serapis Bey, is the overseer of this ascension ceremony, which uses the fifth ray's white transformational energy of purity. It may be that you and your twin decide to have an incredibly long holiday, like an eternity or two. Ooh, that'd be nice. After your mission work here, realize the deep tiredness or weariness you may be feeling as you come to the end of this long mission. Big time. And so this weariness will disappear, as you pick up your empowerment and move towards ascension. You are feeling this weariness particularly now because it is coming to the surface to be released. Even though the weariness will be released, this doesn't mean you will be off on another mission. For some old souls, just the thought of another mission produces groans. Like that. They probably feel they want a long period of total peace. Remember that truth brings excitement and enthusiasm. So if the idea of going on another mission doesn't excite you, it can't be truth. Right. Uh-oh, it kind of excites me. Okay. As all creation is instantaneous in the 5th dimension and above, you can literally create anything. Bow, chicka chicka bow. Me like. If you would both like to share a few 100 years or 5 minutes, well, it depends. Does she get on my nerves? Oh, there's no nerves to get on there. Sorry, twin flame, right, whatever. Hard to believe. Sorry. Oh, I didn't say any of that. Okay. In a wonderful tropical island paradise. Not so much. I prefer a rainy, like, forest with some sunshine. Well, you know what I want. You know what I want. Okay. With breathtaking sunsets over magnificent oceans and the exquisite colors that one sees in the higher dimension. It is all but a thought away. So whatever you imagine it to be. I love the movie What Dreams May Come, right? Where she went into her painting. Barbara Marciniak's plating stuff that I read decades ago talked about, when you cross over, you visualize what you want to be. Whether we're in a program or whatever. If you see it, you kind of intend that that's what you want, right? So I visualize this certain cabin or this certain lake, this certain place that I want to go to when I leave this physical body. And so wherever it is, that's your happy place. But when it talked about new colors, I see new colors now in visions. And it is amazing. Like amazing magenta or these blues that I've never seen on the earth plane, like, with these eyes out here, only in my inner eye. And the saturation of color is amazing. It's just phenomenal. So these new colors are going to be just, yes, exquisite colors that one sees in the higher dimension. It is but a thought away. If you wish to either go home or rush off to explore the possibilities of a new service role, it will be so. If you can dream it, you can have it. Okay. Awesome. And then next up is 10 Steps to God, Chapter 12. But we already read that the other day because I couldn't resist. Because it's just awesome. So, I love you. God has blessed you. Know your thoughts. Know your mind. Right now, we are in the magic zone. You think it, you believe it, you know it, it's true. We're in the zone. Stay in the moment. Pay attention. I love you. Bye for now. God is blessed.